On YouTube mobile, actually not YouTube mobile yet. Live on TikTok, live on Twitter. Just about to go live on YouTube mobile, and we're good to go. Go ahead and drop whatever games you guys want to discuss. If y'all want to start with college football, if y'all want to start with NFL, okay. We're not discussing NFL today. I wish, brother. Maybe I could. Chiefs and Giants. Everybody's going to be rushing it back to Chiefs, bro. The Chiefs got some real problems right now. I'm not saying they're not going to be there at the end of the day, but they got some serious problems. The Giants, I don't know. I don't want to overreact to Russell Wilson playing so well the way he did, but I think those points are, I think that's too many points on Sunday Night Football. Let's get it, man. That was my only take for NFL today, guys. We're focusing on college football and MLB today, baseball. Let's go. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. And then make sure you're subscribed as well if you're on YouTube. Where do you guys want to start? Dang, you guys are active today. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Does OSU cover your college football for tomorrow? Got us focused on today's game. What's up, Tay? Tay wants to talk about Iowa. Okay. Has says Yankees. What do you think about the Brewers? Brewers. Okay. Brewers. College football. Damn. Okay. There's Astros. Yeah, you guys are making. Did we start talking about baseball? We just got started, Lansing. We're just about to get started. Okay. It looks like Brewers wins. Let's talk about the Brewers real quick. We don't have to stick with just MLB. We can always go to switch to college football later on too. All right, let's take a look at how Milwaukee is looking today, guys. Give me one moment here. Let's get ready. Let's set up here for Milwaukee versus St. Louis. Okay, Milwaukee versus St. Louis. Let me put up a poll for this one real quick, guys. Give me blue for the Brewers, red for the Cardinals. What side are you on today? Blue for the Brewers, red for the Cardinals. It is Jacob Mizorowski. Jacob Mizorowski is going for Milwaukee. Sonny Gray is going for St. Louis. St. Louis Cardinals. Let's talk about this one real quick. Looks like Milwaukee opened up as a minus 118 favorite. Looks like it's staying the same. It's not really doing anything. In terms of offense, the Milwaukee offense has these numbers are going to blow them out of the water for sure. On offense, you definitely have an edge with the Milwaukee Bats. You definitely have an edge with the Milwaukee bullpen as well. The bullpen is definitely a better unit. And then when you're looking at Mizorowski versus Mizorowski versus Sonny Gray, both of these guys are pretty even, honestly. Mizorowski, a lot of people have high hopes for him. I told you guys he's got some issues with damage control. He definitely gets himself into trouble and then doesn't know how to get out of it. So, yeah, it looks like this is a pretty even matchup in terms of pitching. But because of the offensive edge, because of the bullpen edge, I got to go with Milwaukee here. Just tread a little lightly with Milwaukee. As I was doing my recap on the playoff picture, Milwaukee doesn't look like they have anything to play for. The Cubs are not going to catch up to them. And they already got the division pretty much in the bag at any moment now. Brewers should be favored by more, but not. The pitcher gives up a lot of runs. Yeah, exactly. Mizorowski's not having his best rookie season. There was a lot of high expectations for him. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Does Tulsa cover? We can head over to college football if you guys want to talk that. So, guys, as I'm breaking down the game, you guys give me everything you got. We're talking about Milwaukee versus St. Louis. If you have anything on Milwaukee versus St. Louis, drop it. If not, if you guys are ready to go to the next game, just drop the next game and we keep it moving. Cardinals all the way here. Aren't you better off staying off at that point though? St. Louis is such a dead team right now. Cardinals they're just ready for Cancun. They've only won 3 games out of the last 10. The bats are cold. The bullpen is terrible. Sonny Gray could get hit. I agree. This price I think is a little sketchy here at 120, but I don't think it's that far off. I don't think Mizorowski's having that great of a season, and there is a lot of respect for Sonny Gray in the market. All right, what's next, man? Yeah, it's a pass. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. Cubs, Blue Jays, Cubs. Okay, let's go. Brewers first five. Tay said, would you take the Brewers in the first five? Personally, I wouldn't cut it to just first five because the bullpen is an advantage. The Milwaukee bullpen they have a much better unit there. I would go full game in that case. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Blue Jays. I'm seeing a lot of Cubs. Let's go with the Blue Jays real quick. We're going to speed through all these games, guys. We're talking about Toronto versus Kansas City. Give me blue for the Blue Jays. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Royals. What side are you on today? Cubs is up next, guys. Cubs is up next. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Royals. Let's get this thing going, man. You're the best. Thank you, brother. I'm out here working, man, every single day. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Royals. Max Scherzer is on the mound for Toronto. Michael Lorenzen's on the mound for Kansas City. Toronto opened up -120. They have moved up to -131, so the line is moving in favor of Toronto. In terms of the bats, both of these bats are pretty even. I'm not really seeing any advantages here. These bullpens, maybe a slight edge here to Toronto, but not really too much to see there. Excuse me. In terms of starting pitching, this is pretty even as well. Both these guys below average. Overall below average, and then a little bit better in their road and home split. So this looks like a pretty even matchup here. I do believe neither of these teams is really playing for anything right now. I believe Kansas City's out of it, and Toronto is in a comfortable spot, I believe. Let me pull up the playoff picture, man, because the playoff picture is so important at this point of the season. So Toronto is, they're 3 games up on 3 games up on the Yankees. So yeah, I didn't think they should be sitting pretty, and they're not. Okay, so I gotta highlight that. I think Toronto has more to play for here. Kansas City at this point, they're 7 games out of the wild card. Yeah, they're not making the wild card. I gotta go with Toronto here. They just have more to play for. Guys, pay attention. This point in the season, it's not. If you have to win, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win. Of course, you guys know that. But think about it, guys. If they put themselves in this situation where they have to win, 1 week and a half left, and they still haven't wrapped it up, they're probably not that good to begin with, right? So not every team is going to win, but it is an extra little edge that I would give it to a Toronto here on the road in Kansas City. They have more to play for. What's next, guys? Amber wants to talk about college football. Okay, we could talk about college football. Lansing, you're welcome, brother. Anytime. In fact, okay, I said Cubs was up next. Let's do Cubs, and then we're gonna switch to some college football. You guys are asking for a lot of college football, so let's go with the Cubs game real quick. We are talking about the Cubs versus Cincinnati. This is an easy one. We are gonna go red for the Reds, blue for the Cubs. What side are you on today? Red for the Reds, blue for the Cubs. YouTube, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, I have my screen share going on. If you guys want to watch my screen share, head to my YouTube page. It's kind of a brand new page, so head there, and you can also get like VIP access, man. That chat is pretty empty. What's up, Abel? Abel's on YouTube. He says, what do you think about the Brewers? Yeah, we just talked about that one. I think the Brewers is fine. But again, keep in mind they don't have too much to play for right now. Let's keep it going, guys. We are talking about the Cubs and the Reds. Red for the Reds, blue for the Cubs. Imanaga's on the mound for the Cubs. Nick Lodolo's on the mound for Cincinnati. In terms of offense, there's an edge here for the Chicago bats. The Chicago Cubs have some bats right now. Cincinnati, not so much. I told you guys about a week ago, watch out for this Chicago Cubs bullpen. The bullpen for Chicago is really good. Probably the best unit in all of MLB right now. In fact, them and Cleveland are pretty high up there, so keep that in mind. In terms of pitching overall, both of these pitchers look pretty average. But if you look at Nick Lodolo's home starts, at home, he's really good. He's much better at home. He's given up only 6 runs over 26 innings. And he doesn't get to pitch at home a whole lot. Out of his last 4 starts, all 4 of them have been on the road. 6 out of 7 have been on the road. So he's finally getting a home start here. It's been a while. So, again, remember, he plays better at home. The Cubs looks like they got a win. Cincinnati picked up the 1-0 win yesterday. I think this edge here is pretty significant. I think a lot of people get excited about Imanaga. He's not pitching really good right now, especially on the road. I think Cincinnati could be sneaky here. I like the Cincinnati Reds at home with Nick Lodolo on the mound. Let me see what you guys said about this one real quick. I'm scrolling up. I have the Cubs. Okay, yeah, I have the Cubs, Orioles, and Red Sox. Yeah, so right off the bat, man, I'm not sure I'm in love with the Cubs. You also got to keep in mind they don't have a lot to play for right now. The Cubs have already they've already secured a wild card spot, and they're not going to catch up to the Brewers. So the Cubs have less to play for at this point. They just want to be healthy and get into the playoffs. I think, if anything, I like Cincinnati more because of that. My man Antonio says take the Cubs under. I like Lodolo. I like Lodolo. I think Imanaga could pitch better. He hasn't pitched better lately, but if you're taking unders in Cincinnati, this is the best ballpark to do it. Pretty much all year long, Texas and Cincinnati have been the best ballparks to take unders. This is number one for the unders, 42 and 25 in Cincinnati, brother. So if you're on it, sounds good to me. Cubs bat well against their pitcher. Against Lodolo, yes, he's pitched 1 run in 6 innings. But on the other side, Nick Lodolo has pitched 3 runs in 12 innings against the Cubs. So he's pitched just as good against the Cubs this year. Let's get it, man. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Guys, I've been telling you I don't do fantasy football, but I've added some fantasy football information to my NFL model. So on NFL Sunday, guys, I will be able to help you with some fantasy football. Hit the follow button, guys. This is a one-stop shop, man. If you guys are doing sports, picking, or fantasy, or Survivor League, whatever you guys need help with, man, I can help you guys out. Let's go. I liked and subbed. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it, man. The rest of you guys, hit the subscribe button on YouTube and give me a thumbs up, too. What's up, Jim? How you doing, brother? All right. Texans, Phillies, A's next. Red Sox, Phillies, Rangers, Phillies. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Phillies. Let's get to it like it's nothing to it. Abel says, do the Rangers have anything to play for? I have the Rangers marked as guys. Abel, since you're seeing my screen on YouTube, I have little color. You see different colors on the teams here. If they're in yellow, they have a lot to play for. Okay, they have a lot to play for right now. If they're in green, they're probably sitting kind of pretty right now. Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and the Cubs. They can't really do much in those spots, so keep that in mind. The Rangers, Texas Rangers, yes, I do have them marked. They do have a lot to play for right now. They're 4 games back in the wild card spot. It's kind of a long shot, but they're still in the mix. 4 games out. They're the last team that I would consider still in the mix. Okay, you guys are asking about the Phillies. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies are on the road in Arizona. Let's put up a poll real quick. Red for the Phillies. Red for the Phillies, blue for the Arizona Diamondbacks. What side are you on today? Red for the Phillies, blue for the Diamondbacks. I'm going to try to get off of here and get rapid fire posted for you guys today, man. If you guys are excited for rapid fire, give me some double taps, man. Double tap the screen if you guys want some rapid fire today. I know I haven't done it super consistently, but you guys keep asking for it, man. Let me try to give it to you guys today. Double tap if you guys want MLB rapid fire today. I'm seeing it. Edward says okay. Tay wants some rapid fire. Lansing, okay. You guys are still down for rapid fire? I'm with it. Okay, we're talking about the Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Walker Buehler's on the mound for Philadelphia. Okay, he is the primary pitcher. I don't believe he's the opener, but he is the primary pitcher. He's going up against Ryan Nelson. Okay, this line opened up Arizona minus 112. It is up to Arizona minus 125. Guys, these bats are both hot. You definitely have no edge in terms of offense. Both of these offenses are hot. Maybe a slight edge with the Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen, but Arizona hasn't been that good on the full season. Where they have been good, or where they are good today, is the starting pitching. Starting pitching is really good. Ryan Nelson, he's pitching really good, and he's been pitching good all season long. I've told you guys he's been a quiet guy, but man, he's been doing work all season long. Guys, Philadelphia is kind of sitting pretty. They've already clinched the NL East. They don't have anything to play for. They're not going to catch. They could catch Milwaukee and switch from the 2 to the 1 seed, but not enough urgency, I think, out of Philadelphia at this point. Arizona was dead in the waters. If you guys rewind a week or not even like 2 months ago, a month ago, we were all talking about Arizona's dead. Arizona's not dead. They're still in this mix, and they have a lot to play for. Arizona is only 2 games out of the wild card spot. They are the next team up. So let me see what you guys said, man. Diamondbacks 2 back match for the wild card. Exactly. They have more to play for. Pop. Rangers, okay, we could talk about it. Tay says it feels like it's going to be a tight game. Yeah, Philadelphia is a really good team, man. Philadelphia is a good team for sure. But if anything, look at this price. You got to look at this price and say you're catching Philadelphia as a plus dog, right? You got to know at that point. The book knows, right? The book knows that they're not just going to put Philadelphia as a dog, right? People are gonna bite all over that. And when I have the slips, we're going to see that Philadelphia is a really public team. Walker Buehler is very, very hittable. Ryan Nelson has been really good. Arizona is playing has a lot to play for right now. So, yeah, man. If anything, I'm liking Arizona a little bit more. What country are you in? I'm in the United States of America, brother. RG says college football. Yeah, we can talk about college football. Again, guys, we're kind of going through every single game as quickly as possible here. Shout out wifey right there. You guys seen her in the camera. That's private information. That's not private information. I love your stream. Thank you, brother. We're out here working every single day, man. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think? I think that price is I think the price is really telling, right? If you look at the price and you know Philadelphia is really good, but they're a dog and they've won 8 games out of the last 10, I think the price is really telling here, brothers and sisters. Do you think their over is better here? I like the over because you have hot bats. You have Walker Buehler could definitely get hit. You have 2 bullpens that could get hit. And the ballpark in Arizona is usually good for the overs. Thank you for the gifts, brother. Appreciate it. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. I put out a easy NFL teaser yesterday as a free play. It hit. We had Miami on the teaser and the over. Both of them easy money. If you guys want more free plays like that, link is in bio. That's where I give you one of my top plays for free in the Discord. Let's go. Rangers, Iowa. Please do football. Iowa. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one last one for Rangers. Go to college football, and then we can come back to baseball. I'm trying to make everybody happy here, man. Real quick, let's talk about the Rangers. Texas Rangers are at home against Miami. Let's put up a poll for this one real quick. Red for the Rangers, blue for the Marlins. What side do you want today? Red for the Rangers, blue for the Marlins. Jansen Junk is on the mound. For Miami. Tyler Mahle is on the mound. Tyler Mahle is back in the MLB. It's been a while we heard about him. You're welcome, Abel. Thank you for coming back and saying thank you, man. A lot. I do appreciate that. I live in the UK. What's up, brother? What's up, mate? No, they don't say mate out there. Welcome to the live stream, brother. We're talking about MLB. We're going to be talking about college football. Hit the subscribe button, guys. If you're not already subscribed, hit the follow button if you're not already following. Because we're cooking every single day, man. Let's talk about Miami versus Texas. This line really isn't moving here. You have Miami. Miami doesn't have anything to play for anymore. They're out of the picture, but they've won three games in a row. They've won 7 out of the last 10. In terms of offense, both of these offenses are pretty average. The Texas bullpen, the Texas bullpen is pretty good, though. The Texas bullpen is really good. Miami's bullpen is not. But I made an emphasis with Tyler Mahle because we haven't seen this guy since June 10th. This guy's missed, 3 months of the season at this point. We haven't seen him since the beginning of summer. This guy took the whole summer off. He was injured. He made 3 rehab starts before coming back today. He's going to be pitching today after making 3 rehab starts in AAA. He got hit in those AAA starts, 5 runs in 7 innings. If he could come back and pitch the way he was, that's really good for Texas. He was pitching lights out at home, 3 runs over 31 innings. He's really good. Jansen Junk is not playing well at all. But you guys know by now I can't really trust a pitcher coming off of injury like that, coming off of 3 rehab starts, and he got hit in those rehab starts. Miami is winning even though they don't have to right now. Texas is losing even though they should be winning. This is one of those where I can tell you, even though the Texas Rangers need to win, I'm not buying into it, man. I got to say the Miami Marlins are barking here. I got to say, give me the Marlins over the Rangers. It looks like you guys are feeling the Rangers. I'm not feeling it, brother. This guy's coming off an injury. We haven't seen this guy in 3 months. And he got hit by AAA pitchers, AAA hitters. Ronaldo or Messi? It's got to be Messi for me, man. Messi, 6'7". I say, mate, I am British. Yes, sir. All right, looks like it's time for some college football real quick, man. Guardians and Brewers. We talked about the Brewers already. I think with the Brewers, I think that line is a little bit sketchy the more I look at it now. I just can't trust the St. Louis Cardinals. I think the best thing is to pass on the game. But if I had to take somebody, it would probably be Milwaukee. Let's get it, man. Let's get to it, guys. College football. Let me give you what I got for college football, then we'll come back to MLB, guys. We have some good college football games today. Not good college football. We have some college football games tonight on this Friday night here. Let me get to Tulsa versus Oklahoma State. Not Oklahoma. Oklahoma State. This is Tulsa versus Oklahoma. This is going tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time, national TV. Let's put up a poll for this one real quick. Give me red. Red for Tulsa, blue for Oklahoma State. What side are you on today? Tulsa. Red for Tulsa, blue for Oklahoma State. Let's talk about these two college football games, and then we're going to come back to MLB, guys. So stick around, man. He says, nah, I got to go with Ronaldo. I don't know, brother. I think Messi's resume speaks for himself, brother. So yeah, when we're talking about the side, yeah, if you're taking the straight up, if you're taking the number, the team total, whatever, how are you playing this? We're talking about Tulsa versus Oklahoma State. This line opened up minus 14.5. It is down to minus 9.5. That is interesting. That's a lot of movement. Yes, that's a lot of movement. I told you guys yesterday with Rice, same similar story. I had Rice yesterday, or I would have told you guys to take Rice because of that steam movement. I told you guys when the line moves this much, that's considered steam. And if you chase the steam, you're gonna get burned. A lot of people try to chase the steam. A lot of people think it's sharp money. Yeah, no, I'm not buying into it. I think it's an overreaction right off the bat. So this line is moving in favor of Tulsa, but I think it's an overreaction, to be honest, right off the bat. I can tell you that much. In terms of offense, both of these offenses are below average. Hold up. Before we get there, we have to talk about strength of schedule, okay? So we're talking about an AAC team with Tulsa, and we're talking about a Big 12 team here with Oklahoma State. With Oklahoma State, I mean they are supposed to kind of be middle of the pack in a Big 12 conference, so that's saying a lot. Tulsa not projected to do a whole lot of noise in the AAC, and in terms of strength of schedule, Tulsa hasn't played anybody yet. They've played the 125th ranked schedule. Oklahoma State not that much better, but 84 is pretty good. So they've definitely competed. They've been challenged a little bit more. In terms of offense, both of these offenses look pretty dead, pretty one-sided. Maybe a slight edge here to Oklahoma State. In terms of red zone offense, they've scored on all 5 of their red zone attempts, so that's pretty good. Tulsa's 7 out of 9, 78%. Not a big difference really. I am seeing that I've added what's considered the havoc percentage. Havoc percentage, that's how many passes the offense, how many balls does the offense put in harm's way, right? Tackles for loss, fumbles, interceptions, batted down. Tulsa does take care of the ball a little bit more. Oklahoma State doesn't. On defense, guys, looks like you have an edge here with the Tulsa defense. Against the pass, pretty good numbers overall. Their success rate, their EPA looks pretty good this year. But one thing that they are kind of lacking on right now is red zone defense. The Tulsa red zone defense, they're allowing 12. They've allowed 12 red zone trips at this point of the season. That's really bad. That's really bad at this point of the season. Only 3 or 4 games in, and they've given up 8 touchdowns on those possessions. This is like I said, I kind of decided this one as soon as I was telling you guys about the line movement. I think this is an overreaction. I think Oklahoma State is still the much better team here, playing in a much tougher conference. They've played a tougher strength of schedule at this point. Tulsa hasn't been challenged yet, and this is definitely their biggest task at this point. I think Oklahoma State wins by double digits here. I would take Oklahoma State minus 9.5. Let me see what you guys said real quick on this game. So that was Tulsa versus Oklahoma State. Real quick, Mets, Rangers, Guardians. Okay, you guys are still talking MLB. My man Diamond says take Tulsa money line. I mean, sometimes these dogs, when they do, if they're gonna cover the spread, you got a good chance they win as well. Chat, what do you say about the Rangers? I gotta go back to it. I kind of don't remember at this point. I gotta go back to it real quick. Tulsa played better. Tulsa played better than Oklahoma State. I'm looking at the strength of schedule so far. Let me look at coverage.com and let's go to the Tulsa schedule so far. They played Navy, they played New Mexico, and they played an FCS team. Okay, who's this? Abilene Christian. Yeah, Abilene Christian Wildcats. So yeah, they dominated that game. They covered that game, but they did not cover. They won. They lost outright against a bad New Mexico team. They were a 3-point favorite in that game, and then they got their butts whooped by Navy as well. So yeah, man, that's pretty arguable there. You're up against a Big 12 team here with Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State. Let's look at who they've played. Again, they got their butts whooped. They got their butts whooped by Oregon, but they were challenged by Oregon here, and that's what's helping the strength of schedule numbers here a little bit, man. I think Oklahoma State here though is by double digits. They look decent against Navy, and Oklahoma State played UTM and didn't look good despite the score. Yep. So guys, this is going back. So okay, this is both of these teams. If you're going back to a year ago too, both of these teams are really underperforming, right? Tulsa's 2-8 in their last 10, 3-7 against the number. Oklahoma State 1-9 against the number, 1-9 straight up, 1-9 against the number. So yeah, that's pretty bad. So about me laying 9.5, yeah, I'm not too sure about that yet. Straight up, these teams have played each other several times. Since 2019, they played each other 4 times now. Oklahoma State has won each of those. Tulsa only covered once. Oklahoma State covered 3 times here. Oklahoma State definitely struggling to cover some games here. But Tulsa's just as bad. I got Oklahoma State as a favorite. They're 2-3 since 2024, so dating back to last year. I got Tulsa at 4-7 as the dog. I just don't see enough here to take the worst team in the worst conference. I'm still thinking Oklahoma State here. I'm leaning that way. If anything, don't bet this game, to be honest. Yep. All right, guys. Let's talk about some Iowa and Rutgers real quick. This is the better game of the two real quick. We are talking about red for Iowa, blue for Rutgers. What side are you on today? Red for Iowa, blue for Rutgers. YouTube, check in on me, man. Let me know if you guys are there. Let me know if you guys are coming, seeing everything okay. Iowa versus Rutgers. This is a Big Ten versus Big Ten matchup here. One more last point on the Oklahoma State team. Oklahoma State mentioned that I mentioned. You have head coach Mike Gundy. Head coach Mike Gundy is respected across the conference, and they got that transfer from TCU at playing at quarterback, Haas Hedge. He hasn't really performed well yet. But he's definitely capable. All right, guys, we're talking about Iowa versus Rutgers. Looks like this line opened up -2.5 in favor of Iowa. It is down to -1.5, so this line is moving in favor of Rutgers. Guys, scheduling wise, I do track schedules for some of these big top teams, and Iowa is one of those teams. They're coming off of a shellacking that they delivered. They delivered a butt whooping to UMass in their last game. They won and covered that game. But it's the game that's on deck. It's the game that's up ahead that I'm a little bit interested in. They got to play Indiana in their next game, okay? If you guys are not familiar with Indiana's a hell of a school right now, and they're making a lot of noise. And the fact that Iowa has has Indiana on deck is definitely noteworthy. Again, like I mentioned before, these are two Big Ten schools, both kind of middle of the pack, considered not considered to be two of the not considered to be like in the top 5 or the bottom 5, just kind of middle of the pack here. Pay attention, guys. Rutgers is not used to being a dog. As a dog, I got Rutgers at 5-1 since 2024. So since the beginning of last year, they are 5-1 in this spot as a dog. So they more often than not, they do cover the number. Guys, quarterback, Ethan, how do you say his name? Kaliagmanis, whatever. Yo, he's playing really good. He's ranked 14th in overall in passer ratings. He's completing 71% of his passes. His yards per attempt is high. His yards per game is high. Passing game, definitely a huge advantage over the Iowa passing game. Of course, Iowa focuses more on the run attack. That's where they've really focused on. And Rutgers' run defense definitely looks susceptible. Definitely looks like they need to figure it out here a little bit better. We are talking about basically with the Rutgers being a better offense against Iowa being the better defense. Who wins today with the better offense versus the better defense? I gotta say, let's see here. This has gotta be Kaliagmanis for the Rutgers quarterback. He's taken another level. At this point, he's a senior. He's experienced. Gronowski, he just transferred into Iowa. We haven't seen him really be in this kind of situation before. Not this year. And I gotta say, I'm feeling Rutgers here. I'm feeling Rutgers here over Iowa. Jeffrey says Iowa covers easily. Again, you are depending on the defense at that point. In terms of offense, though, if they put some pressure on Gronowski, on the quarterback, he has not shown that he's been able to deliver if he's not given a clean pocket. Rutgers doesn't have the best defense, but they definitely have some edge rushers. They definitely have some people that can pass, that can rush the quarterback. Keep that in mind. We have seen the quarterback for Rutgers be under pressure this year. His pressure number has been high, but he's still delivering, still not putting the ball in harm's way, and still delivering for Rutgers. My man Doc says take the under in this game. I don't have any information for the under, but yeah, you do have Iowa trying to just grind it out on the ground, trying to just keep this thing, trying to keep the clock moving, trying to keep the running game going, and time of possession. These are two of your best teams in terms of time of possession. If you're on the under, I think you're on the right side there. I wouldn't play the over with these teams. All right. If anything, don't bet the game. Yeah, that was in terms of Oklahoma State versus Tulsa. Yeah, that one's a little tough one. Let's get it, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Consider joining the Discord, link is in bio. Guys, I'm going to get off of here so I can post rapid fire for you guys today, man. A lot of you guys have been asking for rapid fire. So let's post it today, man. I'm down for it today. Let me go over back to MLB. You guys are asking about the Red Sox. I'm going to give you guys the Red Sox versus Tampa Bay. Give me red for the Red Sox. Red for the Red Sox. Blue for the Rays. What side are you on today? Are you taking Boston? Red for Boston. Blue for Tampa Bay. What side are you on today? Guys, nothing's locked in at this point. I got to get off of here and update lineups, update line movement. For MLB, I got to update and see where the bullpens, who's fresh, who's taxed, which bullpens are taxed. So stay tuned to Rapid Fire. That's where I'll give you my last pick, my final pick pretty much. And then if you guys join the Discord, you have my top plays. I'll give you my top plays. Today's a good day for maybe like 4 top plays, guys. We are talking about Tampa Bay versus Boston. Garrett Crochet is on the mound against Drew Rasmussen. Let's talk about this one real quick. You have this line just opened up as a Boston as a road favorite, and it hasn't moved. Sorry, my dog is bugging over here. In terms of offense, both of these bats are pretty average right now. Nothing to really see here. Both of these bullpens are both really good. Both top 10 units or so. So definitely want to keep that in mind. Both of these pitchers, you guys know Garrett Crochet, he's great. Rasmussen is also good too. Both of these guys are even better in their splits. Garrett Crochet on the road is better, is pretty good. Drew Rasmussen at home is even better. So these guys are in the right splits. Garrett Crochet, it looks like the advanced numbers are indicating that he's due for some positive regression as well. So he could be even better. Let's see here, guys. In a matchup where you have even bullpens, you have two ace pitchers with Rasmussen versus Crochet. You have two average batting lineups here. I know Boston's got a little bit more to play for here. In fact, I think Tampa Bay's got nothing to play for at this point. Tampa Bay is Tampa Bay. I got you guys. Let me give you guys this information. Yeah, Tampa Bay at this point, they're out of the picture. They are 8 games back on the wild card. They're not catching up. They're not going to make up that ground in a week and a half or so. But I think they got to play for some pride here. It's not like Boston is really running through anybody. They've won 5 games out of the last 10. I got to say this is Tampa Bay here. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays to play upset today against Boston. Dixon says Vegas controls Red Sox. Okay. Yeah, in terms of value though, I got to take Tampa Bay here. This is really an even matchup with offense, bullpen, and starting pitching. Valley says take the scoreless first inning in that game. You do have 2 really good pitchers on both sides. I do trust both of them. Both of these lineups are pretty average. I know this total is set at only 7, but totals in Tampa Bay do go under more than over. That's because a lot of people overreact to this being a minor league park. A lot of people think this is a overs park. It's actually an unders park this year. But 7 is a small number. So 7 is really short. But still, I'm not going to talk you off of it. I think you have. I think if you're on first game or scoreless first inning, go for it, brother. Kev says, "What's my best 3 ML?" Brother, you don't have to just stick to my best 3. I'm gonna record rapid fire today, and I'll give you every single pick for every single game. If you want my top plays, I'm gonna have about 3 or 4 top plays today between MLB and college football. Join the Discord. It's $25. You get access to all my plays. We had 2 easy winners on NFL yesterday. We took the over with Miami, and we took the over with Miami teaser. So good NFL day yesterday. We gave 1 back with Rice under, so it was a 2-1 day. But we'll take that. If I could go 2-1 every single day, I will take it. How do you join? Link is in bio, brother. Link is in bio, and there's a option there between a weekly and a monthly pass. Dixon says, "What do you think about the Cubs?" We talked about that game. I'm feeling Cincinnati here. Cubs don't really have a whole lot to play for. Cincinnati does, and Nick Dolo at home has been really good. No, bro. Blue Jays. We talked about the Blue Jays game already, brother. Let's see. What was I feeling in that game? Toronto has neither team really has much to play for. Actually, sorry. Toronto does have more to play for. This line is moving in favor of Toronto. They have the better bullpen, and they have a slightly better pitcher today too with Max Scherzer. Michael Lorenzen not pitching very well, and again, Kansas City doesn't have much to play for or nothing to play for at this point. My man says, "Is a stay away, brother." Stay away might be. That's the one advantage we have over the books. They can't stay away. They have to put our line out. We could stay away at any point, man. Let me catch up on YouTube, guys. What's up, Ross? How you doing, brother? Ryan, hope you're doing good, man. Jason says 6'7", 6'7". I don't even know what that means, bro. These kids are coming up with some craziness these days. Is Ohtani covering today? So you're talking about you lean Jays then? Yes. Toronto and Kansas City. I think Toronto is the right side there. Do you lean Ohtani? Ohtani as a batter because we have Clayton Kershaw pitching today for the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw is going up against San Francisco. Robbie Ray against Clayton Kershaw. Let's talk about this one real quick. Give me red for the Giants, blue for the Dodgers. What side are you on today? Red for the Giants, blue for the Dodgers. Ohtani covering 6.5. So there's fantasy baseball that you guys are doing, I guess. Is it a good matchup against Robbie Ray? Let me cut to the chase, brother. Robbie Ray is not pitching his best baseball, but he is a little bit better on the road. He's not giving up home runs. He's not giving up a whole lot of hard contact. The bullpen is pretty hittable, though. The bullpen is really hittable. So I'm not in love with Ohtani or any of the Dodgers batters, particularly like in the first 4, 5, 6 innings against Robbie Ray. But up against the bullpen for San Francisco, you should be able to get some runs or some fantasy points later in the game, brother. So if you got Ohtani, bro, keep him in your lineup. Let's talk about this game in general. Dodgers, looks like they've probably made a pitching change here because this thing opened up minus 136. It's up to 183. Clayton Kershaw is pitching very well. At this point, you guys heard the news, right? He's set to retire after this season. This is his last season, and he's going out. He's going out strong, especially at home. 8 runs given up over 27 innings. Like I mentioned, overall though, he's not pitching really well. Neither is Robbie Ray. So neither of these pitchers really pitching great overall. They are pitching better in their road and home splits. Kershaw at home, though, however, is much, much better. Apart from being much better, the Dodgers' bats are much better as well. These bats are hitting over the last 7 days, over the last 14 days. They are smacking. I got to say, this is the LA Dodgers here today. I know I told you guys all favorites yesterday, right? On Thursday night MLB. All the favorites won. All the favorites won yesterday, man. Sometimes you got to be square. Sometimes you got to take the dogs, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna give it to you guys, like I see it. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Okay. So it was the Dodgers picking up a win yesterday, and today I could see the same thing happening again today against San Francisco. Kershaw over 15.5 pitching outs, plus 165. My man taking the plus money. Guys, I think with Kershaw in general, I think you're going to see kind of like a storybook, a fairy tale kind of ending here for his career. He deserves it, man. He's been in the league a long time. If you want to back him to get pitching outs today, go for it, brother. I would say, if you're counting on Kershaw to have kind of more of a fairy tale ending, maybe wait till like his last. I don't know. I don't think this is his last start. Maybe his last home start. If this is his last home start, that could be a really good play, brother. Don't sleep on those storylines, man. You got to follow those storylines. It doesn't really happen so much in MLB, but when you have an opportunity, go for it, brother. I'm telling you, the best play that I've made in my lifetime was Kobe Bryant to go over 26.5 points or 24.5 points in his last year with the Lakers. Bro was taking every shot he could. Bro took every shot he could. He scored 60 points that game against Utah Jazz. I will not forget it. Man. This is his last home start. I'm telling you, those storylines don't last very long in MLB, so you don't get them really often. You have a chance here with Clayton Kershaw to have a nice finish here to his career at Dodger Stadium. I think you're onto something, brother. Thank you for chiming in on that, brother. Dixon says take the Giants today. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Especially not with this story. Allo, stop. This storyline that we just discussed here, man. Again, you usually want to fade the narratives, but it's really rare. It happens with MLB. So, all right, guys. At this point, we've talked MLB. We talked college football. We talked about every single game at this point, or pretty much every single game. Let me get off of here so I can record rapid fire for you guys. You guys been asking for it, and man, if you guys ask for it, I'm gonna give it to y'all, man. Just make sure you guys, also show up for me. Make sure you guys watch it all the way through and drop a comment, hit a like on it too, man. Engage with the videos. That way I can know which ones are working best. I have other ideas for TikTok, and I'm gonna do the TikTok and YouTube. I'm gonna do whichever ones work best. So if you guys really like rapid fire, make sure you guys are engaging with it. It'll be posted in the next 30-45 minutes or so. Athletics and Pirates. Let me give you a quick idea here between Athletics and Pirates. Luis Severino against against Pittsburgh here. The Athletics, yo, the Athletics are hitting. It's too late for them now. They don't have anything to play for it. But those bats are hot. The bullpen is hot. Luis Severino is good on the road. And if you guys remember, like 3 months ago, this guy was unhittable on the road. Athletics for me, brother. Baltimore versus. I got you, brother. Jerome says, what do you think about Baltimore against the Yankees? This is a good one here. Yankees, looks like this line is moving in favor of the Yankees. Yankees have the better bats, but Baltimore has the better pitcher. Yo, Baltimore has is the dog barking? Baltimore, Trevor Rogers, man, he's really good. Overall, he's been really good. At home, he's been really good. This line is moving in favor of the Yankees. The Yankees picked up the 7-0 win yesterday. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a tough call here. You do have the better pitcher on one side, the better bats on the other side. I usually say stay away at that point, right, when you have the better bats and the better pitcher on one side. But just to give you something, maybe Will Warren holds it together enough today, and I would be on the Yankees, but I wouldn't be comfortable with it. Not against Trevor Rogers. Is the dog barking for Baltimore? It could be. It honestly could be, but if I had to pick, I would say the Yankees. The Yankees got to put belt to ass at this point. They are at the top of the wild card picture. But if they want any chance to catch up to Toronto, they're only 3 games back on Toronto. They gotta beat teams like Baltimore. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Do not miss out on these streams. If you guys want to join the Discord, consider joining, man. I give you one of my top plays for free. Obviously, it's going to be one of my more confident plays. I'm going to give it to you guys for free every single day. Consider joining the Discord for that. And then from there, if you want to subscribe, if you want to ride with somebody that does this full time, I do this for a living. Consider subscribing. It's $25. You're going to get my top college football plays and MLB plays today. And tomorrow, we're going to be all in on college football, guys. College football is college game day. I'm ready, man. Again, we're at the point of the season where we're starting to get some more data. And bro, once I get some data, we take off at this point. So consider joining. $25. Link is in bio. The thing is that no one is safe in baseball. Any team can win. Absolutely. It's 162 games. Any team can win at any point. And that's why a lot of people are asking for like my take on some dogs, because I've been calling dogs all summer long, man. I've been telling you guys the Rockies, the White Sox. I'll call it when I see it. In this case, could Baltimore? I wouldn't be surprised, right? Trevor Rogers pitches so well. But if I had to pick, I would say Yankees. Cubs versus Reds. I lean the Reds in that game. Guys, I'm going to get off of here so I can record Rapid Fire. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, remember, if you guys really like Rapid Fire, engage with the videos, man. That way I know which ones are working best. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here, and join the Discord. Link is in bio. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Tomorrow we're doing our college football show at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. bright and early. I'm going to be up at like 7 or 8 a.m. so I can get ready for the show tomorrow. You guys be here at 10 a.m. I'm going to give you guys the best I got for college football. Astros or Seattle, I got you, brother. Looks like Seattle. Brian Wu not pitching his best, but those bats are really hot. The bullpen is really hot. They just lost their losing streak here. Oh, this is the series you got to keep in mind. Pay attention to all weekend long. Seattle versus Houston. This is a playoff series right here. This is a playoff series. These two are tied for the division. That's crazy. You don't see ties very often this late in the season. These two are tied at 84 and 69 apiece. 84 and 69. Pay attention. This is playoff baseball going on in Houston versus Seattle, guys. G ignored me. Sorry, brother. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Will Warren get his 5 Ks? I got you, bro. Will Warren to get his Ks. I don't love him so much, right? I think he's got a shorter leash today. Trevor Rogers on the other side is really good. But in terms of K, Baltimore is striking out a good amount here. But they're not showing plate. They're showing really good plate discipline. They're drawing a ton of walks. They're number 2 in walks, but they're striking out as well. I don't know. That doesn't really make too much sense to me. But because Will Warren, I think, is the worst of the 2 pitchers, I would say he's on a little bit of a shorter leash, especially with the Yankees having to win at this moment. I think he's going to be on a shorter leash. Trevor Rogers, I don't expect him to give up too many runs. So if you're on Will Warren to get his Ks, I'm not in love with that, brother. You're welcome, man. Anytime. What can we get with the... it's a $25 pass, brother. $25, you get all my plays, all my top plays, college football, NFL, MLB. You also get access to all the channels where we have tournaments going on. We compete for cash prizes. You can compete for a free month in the Discord, guys. If you can hit 50% of your play of the day, drop one play of the day in the channel called Play of the Day. If you can hit 50% of those, you have a really good chance at staying in the Discord for free. You can stay for free every single month in, month out. We got one guy, he wins like pretty much every single tournament. And again, all you have to do is like hit about 50% on those, and you have a good chance at staying in the Discord, winning the cash prizes, and staying for free. Just contribute, man. The Discord is full of shooters, guys. Follow button right up here, and then join the Discord. Link is in bio. $25, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy Friday, Humble. Thank you, man. Stay blessed, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you have any follow-up, are the dogs barking today? If you have any follow-up questions, drop it as a comment on my last video. I will respond before game time. The dogs are barking. We'll find out. I'll post rapid fire. I'll let you know if the dogs are barking. Thank you, guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Yes, rapid fire will be posted. Peace. YouTube, thanks for Wisey not pitching. So this is his last game. This is his last home game. Last home start for the regular season, I guess. So, yeah, you're right. Maybe not as much of a Cinderella story yet. But, yes, in the playoffs, it's going to be a huge storyline. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.